Hey guys, this is from Sage. Hey, I decided I wanted to do a few more questions, showing you guys when you deal with quadratic formulas or quadratic systems, basically how to solve it. All right, now this one, again, they've given us two equations. One is a quadratic equation, and the other one is a linear equation. Now, the first one we did in a previous video, everything y was both of them were equal to y, so we could set them equal to y and do all of that. But again, all we're going to do is, since they've given us two equations, we're going to graph both equations and we are going to find intersections. So let's do that. So now I need the calculator. So let's get it right here. Whoops, right here. And already can get this fixed. All right, so here we go. So they've given us two equations. So the first one is a negative 2x squared um, minus 11x plus 56. Then you graph it, it's a quadratic, which is what we expect. Why is it going so slow? Yeah, but anyway, here it is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to graph this. If you look at it, if we subtract both sides by x, it'll be y equals 8 minus x. So that's what I'm going to graph. So my second one is going to be 8 minus x, which is right there. Now I'm gonna grab the graph paper and bring it down so you can see the intersections. Then I'm just gonna do menu 64. So menu 64 for this one, there is one answer, a negative 816, and then I'm gonna do menu 64 again and go get the other answer over here. Let's see, and that is 3.5. So, yep. So those are my two answers. So I'm just gonna go to my iPad and I'm just gonna type those in. I'm gonna put in 3, 5, and then the other one was a negative 816. So it's gonna be, let's go back to this. It's gonna be parentheses, a negative 8, 16, submit it, and that's correct. All right, let's do another one. All right. And by the way, we're going to have to get rid of all of this. Start over fresh. All right. So let's see what we got here. All right. So this is a completing the square one. So all we're going to do is we're going to graph this and find the minimum. So let's go here. I'm hitting all these buttons, wrong buttons. Come on. That's not what I want. I want this. I want this. And then remember, make everything into a stack fraction, dividing by the leading coefficient. In this case, the leading coefficient is 1. It's not going to change anything for this one, but I just want you guys to have this process so we don't even have to think about what we need to do. So we're just going to divide this by 1 because the leading coefficient is 1. And now we're just going to find the minimum. I'm going to bring the graph paper up, and then I'm going to do menu 62. Here is lower bound. So the answer is going to be x equals 4 plus or minus the square root of a positive 7. That's our answer. So that's what I'm going to enter here. It's going to be 4 plus or minus the square root of 7. 7. Whoops. Come on. Gosh, what's going on with my technology? Um, yeah, it's off. The let's try this one more time. We go back and then we're going to delete. And then we're going to put 7 in there. I'm trying to put 7 in there. All right. And then I submit it. And it says, very nice. All right. So now let's see what else we got here. Let's do the next one. Our new problem. I'm going to do maybe one more problem. All right. So this one is another one completing the square. It's the same thing. I'm going to bring this 39 to the other side, and then I'm just going to graph it and find the minimum. All right. So let's go here, get rid of this. Don't want to save it. All right. So this is going to be a stack fraction, and it's going to be 3x squared plus 6x. And then because I brought that positive 39 to the other side, 39, and then I divide by 3. Boom, there it is. Now I need the minimum. So I'm just going to pull the graph paper up so I can see the minimum. And then I'm going to do menu 62. And then if I'm going to start on the left, and there is my answer. So my answer is going to be x equals a negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 14, not a negative 14. You got to make the y coordinate positive. All right, so if I come here, it's going to be a negative 1 plus or minus square root of 14. And then I submit it. And it says, yes, very nice. Well, I thought I submitted it. Your answer is not correct. I got one more chance. So let me see, what did I mess up? That's supposed to be, man, it's supposed to be a negative 1. I'm not sure what's happening with my iPad, but it's a little bit off on, so that's supposed to be, oh gosh. How do you recalibrate your iPad? Because right now this is so, all right, so this is supposed to be negative. Yeah. All right. Sorry it took me so long on that. My iPad is kind of acting a little screwy. All right, I'm going to do one more question. I'm trying to get one more in. Don't want to save it. I know I'm going to need to graph at some point, so I'll go ahead and do that. All right, so the next question that I'm going to do is this one. I got to move this negative 6z squared to the other side, so it's going to be 1z squared plus 9z plus 13. And I'm going to check, I'm going to find the zeros. If the zeros are rational, I'm done. If the zeros are irrational, I'm going to have to go to the minimum, all right, and use the minimum. All right, so let me graph this. So again, I'm going to make this into a stack fraction. Stack fraction. And then it's going to be x squared plus 9x plus 13. And then down in the bottom, I'm just going to divide by 1. And then I'm going to try menu 61 and see if that is all I need. Nope, it looks like it's an irrational number. So I'm going to just go to the minimum and find the minimum. So I'm going to go menu 6, 2, start on the left. So those are my answers. So I can convert these. I can convert both of these to fractions without having to do anything. So this is going to be a negative 9 over 2. So it's going to be x equals 9 over 2. And this is going to be 7 1/4. So that's going to be 29 over 4. So I'm going to take the square root of 29. Let me show you exactly. I'm doing this in my head. So let me just show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to take that 7.25. That's the y value. And I want to make it positive. And I'm just going to take I'm going to make it into a fraction. All right. So now I'm going to take the square root of the top and the bottom. So the square root of 29, that's going to be an irrational number. So I'm going to leave it. The square root of 4, on the other hand, is 2. So here is the answer that I'm going to enter. I'm going to put in 9 over 2, a negative 9 over 2. So I'm going to go here. And it's going to be a negative. Nope, a negative. A negative. Let me try this. Can I delete them? All right, let me try this again. Again, my iPad is a little bit off. So now it's a negative 9 divided by 2. And then it's going to be plus or minus square divide. And this one is going to be, we said square root of 29, square root of 29 over 2. Gosh. What is up with this iPad? I got to figure this out because this is frustrating. Let's go back. It should be here. And that should be our answer. Yeah, sorry guys, it's taking me so long. The iPad is just acting up a little bit on me. But basically that's it. Remember, most of these, you're either going to be using menu 61, menu 62. If you get decimals, you got to convert them into fractions. If they give you two equations, like a quadratic equation and a linear equation, you're just going to graph both of them and you're going to use menu 64. But other than that, that's the process. All right. I hope this has been helpful. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. All right. I'm going to stop and post this.